Alright guys, what's up? This is the Adonis 003 and well, y'all already know what the hell I'm going to be doing. Chapter 328 review. So, last time, well, matter of fact, no, not even this time. We're just going to go straight into it. Lucy, she's basically trying to close the gates, but she can't, even though she has a vast amount of celestial spirit magic. It's just not enough. And so Yukino and Mira Jane comes in, and even though I thought that scene with Yukino and Mira Jane was kind of unnecessary, I guess it served a purpose, because now Yukino is coming in and she says, let's combine our magics to try and do this. So in my opinion, it's kind of like a unison raid. And so both of them, they chant open 12 gates of the Zodiacs, and with that they throw their keys up in the air, and all of the celestial spirits come out, excluding the 13th. All of them come out, and with their combined powers, they are able to close the gate. And when they close the gate, it kind of pissed me off a little, because I expected them to go back into the past, you know? Like all of them just get sucked up and then all of them has to fight Zero first or something like that. I was just like, oh, come on, no, you can't just end it with the gates closing. But then Future Rogue appears and I'm like, yes, this chapter is saved. That had me so happy. So now Rogue come up and he's like, oh, all 10,000 dragons didn't come out. And I expected for there to be at least 100 or maybe even 1,000 dragons to have come out at this time, but he says, oh, only 7. I'm thinking 7 dragons, really? That's how much came out? I mean, even though they're huge and massive, the amount of time that they came out, I mean, with the amount of time that elapsed within the chapters that they first appeared, you would have expected at least 20 to come out. And I was thinking 1,000 would come out, but he just says 7 dragons. All right, this will do. And he says, from this moment forward, the human species shall become exist. Now begins the era of the dragons. And you got to be thinking, why would he want human beings to come extinct? Just because, I mean, he's a human himself. So once again, I'm still questioning him. I mean, of course, he's Future Rogue, but maybe he turned into a dragon himself when he was in the future? I don't know. We'll just have to find out soon enough. And so now the good part comes. Rogue, he's commanding the dragons. He's telling them, go find all of the mages that there are and kill every single wizard that there is. And everybody's just shocked, like, why the hell are they even listening to him? And so he now reveals that he's using a secret art. And even he just said the secret art, but I believe it's a Dragon Slayer secret art. Excuse me. But anyway, he says the secret art of dominating dragons, dragon manipulation magic. I got so fucking happy because that's tough as shit. Oh my goodness, excuse my language, but that's that was just so awesome. And so now he just jumps into the air and a dragon comes and he is carrying him. And so, matter of fact, this image I'm about to show you right now, this dragon looks familiar, doesn't it? I know it does, because I noticed it once I saw his face. I could recognize him immediately. And so he says, kill them all, Zilconis. If you don't remember, Zilconis was a dragon that Wendy was able to summon back using, what was the name of it? I believe it was Milky Way. Matter of fact, yes, Milky Way. She used Milky Way to summon a dragon not the physical form, but like the spirit of a dragon. And when she did that, like, ooh, 10 chapters ago, maybe 10 to 20 chapters ago, and he said even though he's dead, he'll just reveal everything or whatever, and he just tells them why this graveyard is here, who killed all of them, and basically he was just telling them a bunch of history. And so now Rogue, he is in control of him, and since Zilconis was alive 400 years ago, before the Great Dragon War, he's just coming in. He says, "Oh man, these humans are making my mouth water." And Wendy, Happy, and I believe it was Lucy. I can't really tell by how her face looks, but yeah, all of them are just remembering. They're like, "Holy shit!" And we're getting introduced to some new dragons also. They don't really seem relevant, but I'm just going. At this point, all of the guilds, instead of just sitting back and looking, they're all saying, "All right, we're gonna kick y'all ass." Sabretooth, they're going. Blue Pegasus is going out, but their magic is just not enough because their scales are too damn hard. And what you would think that the Dragon Slayers would come, you know, like, I mean, come on, Rogue, Sting, they claim to have killed the dragon, so I mean, it's just whatever. So at this point, the dragons not being affected by any of their magics at all, not even Jorah, who is one of the 10 wizard saints. I mean, he couldn't even put a scratch on him because, I mean, they're fucking dragons. Their scales are tough as steel or whatever. So now Rogue is just telling them to go destroy everything. Because, I mean, even with 7 dragons, if they can produce asexually, meaning that they don't need a partner, then 10,000 dragons could what's the word? 10,000 dragons could appear and destroy everything. So I mean, if dragons can produce asexually, then yeah, 7 dragons could possibly be enough. And so now the second to last panel, it shows a man standing on top of a roof. And at this point, we all know who the hell it is. He hasn't appeared once in this chapter until now. It's Natsu. He's standing there bloodied up. He has future Lucy's cloak strapped around his waist. And he's just standing on top of the roof. He's not saying anything. And now Rogue's just looking at him like, "Oh, you're still alive." And that's pretty much just the end of the chapter. And the final word just says is, "Dragon Slayer Natsu, can he protect the future? Humanity's final hope against the dragons, their destinies lie squarely on his broad shoulders." That's the end of the chapter. Okay, so with this chapter overall, I like it. I really do like it. And relatively short, only 25 pages. I was hoping for 30 at least, so we could get to know a little bit more. But I guess that'll be explained in the upcoming chapters as well. One pro that I like to this, a new magic, which is called Dragon Manipulation Magic. I like that. I like that. It only explains as to why Rogue would want 10,000 dragons to come through that gate and destroy everything. Because they wouldn't destroy him because he has the magic to be able to control them. So it's not like he has anything to be worried about. It's everybody else who has something to be worried about. And that was one of my concerns as to why Rogue would want that. And so now in this chapter it's answered. A con, the last page, was definitely a con. I didn't like it at all. Why? Because they're putting so much emphasis on Dragon Slayer Natsu. The fate of the world lies on his broad shoulders. What the hell? Natsu was almost killed by future Rogue. Are you kidding me? Like, we have 6 Dragon Slayers in all, including Natsu. We have Natsu, of course, he's one of the main characters. I can understand that. We have Gajio, who is, in my opinion, on par with Natsu. And ever since he got that Iron Shadow Dragon Slayer power up, I would say he is on par with Natsu now, because that is tough as, I won't lie, it's tough. And so we have Natsu, Gaijo. We have Wendy also, who has Wind, Air Dragon Slayer. I can't even remember right now. My brain is so foggy. But yeah, she has magic that can heal everybody while they're fighting, and she can also use support magic, which can help them boost their, which can power them up, and it can give them enough speed to be able to dodge their attacks, but land powerful ones as well. So we have those three. We have Sting and Rogue, who supposedly killed dragons themselves. So out of anybody who has experience killing dragons, it's those two, Sting and Rogue, and that can help. That can help out also, even though Sting's a little pussy. Y'all know what I'm talking. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm done. And we have another one, Laxus. We have fucking Laxus. Are you kidding me? I mean, come on. He was able to take out Natsu with one hit. And I know some of y'all are thinking, oh, well, Natsu kicked his ass before. I mean, really? Are you really going to count that? Natsu. Once Laxus, I believe it was once he was reinstated into the guild, and Natsu wanted to fight Laxus, him and Gajil. Laxus took Natsu out with one hit. One hit, and Natsu was out. He even went Fire, Lightning, Dragon mode, and he still got his ass kicked. So I mean, why I want to know why Hero is putting so much emphasis on Natsu. I can understand. He's one of the male main characters, but that doesn't still, that doesn't mean, oh my goodness, I'm just so pissed off, I'm sorry. I get that he's the only male main character. Well, not the only, but y'all know what I mean. He's a male main character, but still, the whole world on his shoulders. Hero is making it seem like he's the only Dragon Slayer. I mean, come on, we have 6, including one who is stronger than Natsu by a lot. He's stronger by Natsu than a lot. So I feel that if Hero wanted to put emphasis on anything, it should be all 6 of them. All 6 of them just coming together, saying we're Dragon Slayers. We're the only ones who has magic equipped enough to fight them or even kill them. Let us do it. Not just Natsu alone, like he is the only Dragon Slayer there right now. I mean, sure, everybody's battered up, but Natsu was almost freaking killed. And yeah, you're gonna put that much emphasis onto him? I'll admit, I mean, that's the only part that had me really mad at this chapter, really pissed off. That dropped my rating for this. And by the way, I'm doing ratings for chapters now out of 5 stars, or 5 points, whatever you want to say. I initially gave this a 4, but with that whole emphasis on Natsu, that really pissed me off, like really pissed me off. I mean, if they were to put the emphasis on all 6 of the Dragon Slayers as I included before, I would have gave it a 4. Maybe even a 4.5, but with the ending that it had, that really pissed me off. I want to give it a 2.5, honestly, but I'm just going to be generous and give it a 3. You know, because that ending really messed it up for me. But then again, that's just my opinion, you know. So with that, I'm going to end the video here. I will see you guys next week. As always, comment, subscribe, have a discussion with me. You know, I like other people's opinions as well. I will see you guys next week.